Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As always, make sure that you lot are smashed up the likes. Make sure that you lot are subscribing to the channel. Big up all the man them that are in here already. You know what I'm saying? If there's any girls in here as well, big yourself up. But as always, we've got man like Pear. He's saying subscribe to Don's channel. As he said, you make sure that you lot are subscribing. I'm definitely going to be doing a call-in show at some point, people. But this week has been hectic with Barcelona, with Arsenal coming up. I was at AFTV earlier as well. You know what I mean, people? So just grafting right now, man. When I find a bit of time, I'll definitely do a little call-in for you guys. Because 10K is massive. You know what I'm saying, people? But let's see what everyone else is saying in the chat before I chat to the man them. Actually, what you might say first of all? What you might say?
Bro, like I was saying to Jermaine backstage, everything apart from Liverpool's calm, bro. But yeah, other than that, man's good. I'm deflated. I'm broken, bro. I will get into it, but Backup broken me. Broken.
Don't worry. We're going to get into it, people, because once he's going to make his debut. Once he's going to make his debut today, he'll be on here in about 15 minutes. So we're gonna serve up. We're gonna marinate with some Chelsea first, and then some Arsenal, and then we're gonna go to these, man. Because I'm getting bored of cooking Romz. Like every Tuesday, every Monday, in fact, midday live. I've been cooking this guy now for how long? It's been weeks on weeks on weeks, bro. It gets to the point where it's like, broski, deja vu. How many times can we keep going through this? You know what I'm saying? Jermaine, what you saying?
Bruv, I'm feeling good, man. All the talk you lot been giving me, but we're gonna get into that, man. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it, man. But let's go through the chat. Let's see who's in here. Got no days off. He says Arsenal best team in the world. Hey, looks like you're the best team in Europe right now. I can't cap. You know what I mean? You're first in the Champions League, so boy, you have to give credit where you gotta give credit, bro. Big up CFC Gamer. Wait, go on, see if I say something, go on.
No, I was gonna say, so what? Have you come to reality now?
That's the reality. What do you mean reality, bro? What do you mean?
Because
the reality is win anything. That's the reality. Yeah, but you're looking.
I've been seeing you online, man, saying stuff like, only Gabriel gets into the Chelsea team.
Hey, tranquilo. Let's go through the chat and respect the people that are here first. I mean, and we'll get into that. Big up CFC Gamer, says war on Sunday, broski. I'm telling you, it feels like a final. I'm gonna be there again for that one, and I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be rocking. Yeah. Big up Sean as well. Says big up Don in the panel. You got the Wise, big up Don, Malik, big up Malik. He says Romz is gonna get cooked, bro. Listen, this guy's been getting rushed every single week, bro. Honestly. He also is in here as well. Mustafa says Jermaine, I need chess this weekend, bro. This guy can be 15th and you still give chess. That's what he does.
What are you talking about? That's exactly what you did for Chelsea. When Chelsea are 12th, you've been talking.
Are you mad, bro?
No, but you know we saw a different Jermaine last time. There was inverted chess last time, Jermaine. We saw a different Jermaine last time.
No, yeah, but after the Gabriel thing, when we finished 12th, this guy's lying, by the way. When we finished 12th, I was so humble. I wasn't even trying to banter anyone like that, bro. Every week I was just numb. I was numb to the pain, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But let's start off with Chelsea, because listen, we started off the game week and that. See Barcelona, massive game. Going into this game, I actually predicted that I was gonna beat these lot 3-1. Chelsea did a little bit better than what I thought. We kept another clean sheet. That's 4 clean sheets in a row. You know, Maresca, we know what this guy's all about when it comes to the big teams, bro. So many Chelsea fans were begging for Flick, but this Flick guy, he does not want to drop that high line. Does not want to drop that high line, bro. When you're playing up against players like Pedro Neto and Garnacho that love running in behind, and Estevao, you know, Caicedo that can play that pass, Enzo that can play that pass, even Reece in the middle, you're asking for problems. You are asking for problems because right now Chelsea are taking their chances. Like I showed both of you, man, in the summer. I said, bro, this summer we have upgraded our attack. Whatever Jermaine thinks of Gittins, Garnacho, and all of these guys, Romz, I told you the same thing. We're gonna score more goals this season, bro. We're gonna be more clinical this season.
No, but do you know what, Don? I agreed with you, but without the players in question. Like, God, for me, it's not the Garnacho. Don't get twisted, Dave. Added GA, I'll give them credit. But I already said to you, I said your attack's been upgraded when you signed the likes of I didn't know much about Estevao, but you remember the day I saw him, I literally called you and said, no, he looks cool. But for me, it was mainly Delap and João Pedro, because I'm not a hypocrite. A lot of people do in football is when a player is at like a mid Premier League team to a bottom Premier League team and they sign for a top 6 rival, all of a sudden they're dead in that. I'm not like that. So I rated Delap at Ipswich and João Pedro at Brighton. So they're not going to come Chelsea, and I just don't rate them. Do you get? But when you're like, you're going to get more goals, I agree with you because of them 2 players. The Garnacho and Gittins, the jury was out for me. It still is out, but credit where credit's due. Obviously they've done their thing in it. But Don, I agree with you because by the way, I'm not comparing Flick and Ange, but managers like this that play this high line. It's high risk, but it's high reward, but it's also high risk. And you have to have the personnel to do it. You saw in that first 10 games of when Ange first came, it was easy, not easy to do it, but you saw them top of the league, they were flying, and I think you lot ended their run, and then they got bare injuries. But when Ange had the 11 to implement what he wanted to do, you saw it worked. When Flick had, because I think Barca have a few injuries at the moment, but when Flick had everyone there, don't get it twisted. You saw Inter kind of expose their high line, and I remember when they went hell for leather with Benfica last season as well, like a 5-4 mad game. But when you don't have the personnel, for me, managers have to adapt, bro. It's horses for courses. But a lot of people still think, no, even without the personnel still play the same way. But then if you do that, then you get results at 3-0 at Chelsea, bro. And PSG beating Barca without their 4-5 main players. So I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I agree with you. Flick, he is a world-class manager. You've not done what he's done if you're not. But again, once you don't have the personnel to do it and you have injuries, you have to change something up, bro. I've always had this opinion.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Before we even talk about the players, how they turned up, bro. I'm in the group chats with Jermaine, yeah, and I put the lineup in there, and one of my guys, Ash, he's an Arsenal fan. He was like, "Oh, you're being scared. You've left both strikers on the bench or some bullshit like that." And I said, "Bro, the game plan is clear to see." Yeah, Jermaine, the game plan is clear to see with the lineup that we've gone with, because obviously before the game we were debating on Blue Diaries and that, like, who's gonna start. We all said Estevao's gonna start because he didn't play against Burnley, and we said Garnacho as well. But then we're like, bro, how is he gonna leave out Neto? You know what I'm saying? How is he going to leave out Neto for the game? Because Maresca, he loves Neto, right? And he surprised us all by putting Neto down the middle. And actually, Neto, if you guys remember, second half of last season, he played there in quite a lot of games because Jackson was injured. He played all right.
Do you remember we were on the phone and I said to you, listen, I don't have my coaching badges, but credit where it's due. I said you might go with a full sound because you said he loves Neto, so he's not, even though Neto played 90 minutes against Burnley, he's not going to drop now. But I said, hold on, Estevao's been fully rested, so he'll start, and Garnacho could be good for an outlet with that high line.
I think you said Estevao 10. I think you said Estevao 10.
Yeah, I said Estevao 10 and João Pedro as the false 9, I believe.
Yeah.
I thought the lap would get left out. But so I was kind of on the money just without the personnel. But I had a feeling he might do a false 9 thing, bro. I had a feeling on it, and it worked, bro. It worked.
And it works, bro. It works, bro. And listen, let's be honest, man. When it comes to these big games, PSG, Luis Enrique, these guys won the Champions League. He wiped the floor with him. He wipes the floor with Flick, right? He seems to get the better of Slot. Even when we went to Anfield last season, that game we lost. It was a very, very close game, bro. And Slot was saying, yo, this is probably the best team we've played so far. And that was away from home, right?
I remember.
Jermaine, what's your feelings on Maresca, especially because we've got you, man, coming up this week as well. Before we talk about the Barcelona game, yeah? How do you feel about Maresca, man? Because be honest, bro. I know you hate Chelsea, but be honest. He does turn up against the big teams. He knows how to set up the team against the big teams, bro.
I haven't really assessed Chelsea as such by focusing on their performances against the big teams, or even seeing how you guys play in general against the big teams. But if you want me to judge Maresca as a whole, since he's come Chelsea, he got top 4 in his first season and won the trophy. Yep. So cool, that's green ticks. And then this season he's doing all right again, isn't it? But I don't really focus on Maresca as such as an individual coach. I'm more or less focused on the guys above him, because I do feel like he could have got a better squad and a better transfer window going into the season.
I hear that.
That's true.
I don't look at Maresca solely, innit? He's what? Before his previous job, what was he? Coach of Leicester or something?
Yeah, he was Leicester's coach. He was at Parma for like 8 months, and then he got sacked. But they were part of the City
entourage, wasn't he? Part of Pep's coaching staff, no?
Yeah, he was. He was at West Ham as well. He was Pellegrini.
Yeah, he comes from a good education in the game. So yeah, man, I don't really focus on him. But obviously, I've seen you saying what you know about Enzo Maresca. No one knows anything.
I don't know if you might have seen that. Let me even try and bring that up, yeah, as you're talking, yeah, because it was on Chelsea Fan TV, and I'm telling you, bro, it was going off. Let me even try and bring up the video there, yeah. But how you feeling about this weekend, Jermaine? Before we even talk about this Barca game, yeah, like, do you feel like he's gonna get one over Arteta? Because let's be real, last year at the Bridge it was tight. Again, I was at AFTV today, and all of them were saying, listen, I know we've beaten Chelsea or drawn against Chelsea recently, but they've been tight games. Like, the only battering really was the 5-0 And I'm not gonna bore you lot, but bro, we had Alfie Gilchrist right back, Disasi, Badiashile centre backs. We had Enzo with a hernia running about on 1 foot. McWakey not trying to track back. Mudryk, I think, was playing. That whole game was a mess, absolute mess, bro. Like these men must have gone into the change rooms at halftime and smoked something. They came out like they smoked something, bro. But now we're a little bit more stable.
No,
you know
no. Let me just answer what you said.
Go.
Because obviously you said all that stuff, but the bottom line is Arsenal have been better than Chelsea for about 3-4 years now. So
I can't disagree, but go on.
Okay, cool. We've been better.
So how you feeling this time round? How you feeling this time round?
Listen. Nothing's changed. We've been better than Chelsea for the last 3-4 years, and now cool. And during that time, we've not lost the last 7 games against Chelsea. I said last week when we came on this show, you might get a result just because you haven't got a result in ages, and I don't expect to go unbeaten against Chelsea for the rest of my life. But if we're looking at the 2 teams in isolation, we're better than you. So all you can really hope for at best is a draw because you're at home. But in reality, I feel like Chelsea are going to be up for it. If I'm being honest, they find themselves second, 6 points off top, home game against the team above them. Why else won't they be up for it? I reckon you guys will even throw in Palmer and Estevao in there just to take the. I already know. And obviously, Estevao, he's young, but he's on big smoke. I'll give it to him.
Now say it properly, bro. Don't say Estevao like that. Say it with him, bro. Estevao. That's how you gotta say it, bro. Estevao.
Yeah, man. Nah, man. You lot deserve a bit of happiness, man. You've been in the mud, but yeah, man. Let's be real, Don. Our defense is not Barcelona's defense. So this weekend, what do you expect?
Bro, it's not. Let's be real, Jermaine. Yeah.
Let's say what you have to say first, because you know what it is. You're seeing what Arsenal are doing. No matter what you say, you're seeing what Arsenal are doing, and you're now coming up against them. So,
bro, listen. Your defense is very good, but I'll be real with you. First of all, yeah, you haven't got Gabriel for me, who's a world-class centre back. Yeah, like if you had him yesterday, you probably score like 2-3 set pieces, bro. Because those balls that were coming in, big pulls on that as well, blood. They were very good. But I'll be real. Bayern Munich, especially in that first half, they had some momentum on their side and they didn't capitalize on it, bro. This time round, I'm seeing Chelsea capitalizing on their momentum. Yeah, that's what we did against Barcelona. And even when we played Tottenham, we should have battered them like you.
I'm trying to stop you. Just 1 second, bro.
We should have battered them like you.
Why did you pause that?
I said balls. I said the balls that are coming in, bro. I said big balls.
But you know what it is? We're talking about football. So that's all I'm thinking of. But you saying you saying pause has turned my brain that way, and I started thinking, why is he pausing? Then I worked out those balls that are coming in, and now you're making me think of those balls that are coming in the wrong way. Everyone's what for this guy.
But no, this is what happens, bro. This is what happens on the tube. This guy needs to learn. You gotta learn, bro.
I'll be real, Jermaine. It's an insurance for everything. You just have to pause everything, bro. I'll be real.
I'm telling you, bro. It's jarring, but listen, it is where it is now, isn't it? Yeah. But end of the day, like I said, bro, like we're gonna have momentum in this game in certain parts, but because you've got a good defense, we have to be clinical in those areas. I don't want to be seeing man scuffing shots. I don't want to be seeing man taking bare long to cross the ball. I don't want to be seeing man, messing up their final pass, right? I want to see some goals in this team because right now, bro, you're conceding goals. I'm not going to say you're leaking goals like Liverpool. You are conceding goals like you can be got at, yeah?
Do you know what?
You can be got at, bro.
Do you know what, as a neutral, yeah, this game is just set up so well because, like, it's first v second. You've both come off the back of battering 2 European giants. You lot battering Barca, them battering Bayern. First versus second, you've both come off big European wins against 2 big European giants, yeah? And like it's the midfield debate. Again, first v second. There's a lot just going into this game, bro. Both teams in very good form. Don, you said something true. You put a tweet out and I was like, bro, I didn't even clock this. The Sunderland game made, including myself, the Sunderland game made people think Chelsea were in all of a sudden some bad form. Correct me if I'm wrong, Don. It's 10 wins in your last 13, I think.
I haven't checked that far long, but it's 5 wins out of our last 6 in the Prem.
See,
and we've got 4 clean sheets in a row, all comps.
That's very good form, bro. I think I see 10 in 13 on Twitter. Don't quote me on that. Maybe it's
it must. Is that all comps?
Yeah, I think it's all.
It must be because we drew in Baku. We lost to Bayern, and we lost to Sunderland.
I'm gonna be real, Don. Yeah. Forget about all that stuff.
No, I'm just saying as a neutral, Jermaine.
No, but I'll tell you why. Forget about all that.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Go.
I'm not cooking. I'm just telling you as a friend. There's no point thinking of that stuff because we just played Bayern Munich. They won 16 out of 17 games and drew the other one, and they lost. So that stuff ain't gonna forget about.
So what you, bro? Listen, end of the day, bro. I don't know why Harry Kane was dropping bare deep like that. Yeah, because I know. Listen, we're not talking about that bit yet, right? But briefly, I don't know why he was dropping in so deep because, bro, you're making it so easy for who's it, Mosquera and Saliba, because you're literally not in the box. Man was playing like João Pedro. He was actually playing like João Pedro. Yeah, he was playing like João Pedro. Yeah, I know, but bro, this is a game where you say, yo, listen, Harry, don't drop deep. Let what's my man called, the kid, the 17-year-old? I forgot my man's name. Carl. Let Carl do all of that, yeah, all the controlling and trying to create and that. You stay in the box and occupy those guys. He made the day so easy for you lot. You know what I mean? He made it so easy for you lot. And the only time when they really had any joy was the balls in behind. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on anyway to the Barcelona game, because boy, 3-0 at yard. Listen, I don't care if they're missing Pedri right now, because they've been winning games without him, right? They've been smoking guys without him. Romz was telling me Yamal has got something for Cuckoo. And I kept telling you, Cuckoo's not no ordinary guy. Yeah, but it's come on, it's Yamal second in Ballon d'Or. I said, broski, Cucurella is a world-class.
I said the opposite. When you're saying Cucurella's no ordinary guy, I was like, Yamal's no ordinary guy. I was trying to flip it, bro.
You were trying to flip it, but I was saying, bro, this guy, bro, anyone that comes to him, he locks them up. And this is another example of another guy getting locked up. And it's only now that I'm seeing people saying, oh, it's world-class and that. But that's what Champions League does. You know what I mean? I've been saying it's world-class for ages, right? You look at Enzo Fernandez in the midfield, bro. For me, he was our best midfielder in the game. The way he was running up and down, bro. Some of the passes in behind. Some people will say, oh, it's only a little pass to Delap, but he still got an assist.
No, he wasn't even your best midfielder. In my opinion, he was your best player in the game. I know, obviously, Estevao's going to get the head down. Sublime goal. But Enzo, that performance, obviously, you know why I was there, Don, but that performance, Bridge was rocking from start to finish. For me, Enzo was the best player, bro. I'm sorry.
Bro, Enzo was class. He was class. I'm telling you, some of the passes.
He done his thing against 10 men.
Go on, Jermaine.
He done his thing against 10 men.
Bro, why did they? You see what I'm saying? I keep hearing people saying this, and even one of my guys, Obari, yeah, big up Obari, but this guy's a cuck. Man was talking about, he's supposed to be a Chelsea fan. Man was talking about, oh well, you know, they had 10 men. Bro, they had 10 men because the pressure was putting on them. Before we scored, we scored how many goals from offside? Yeah. The pressure was getting too much. The little combinations played there in the left, on the left-hand side. Again, Cucurella involved. It made them do that. It made Arojo do that. And the guy, he's prone to them red cards, bro. He's done it quite a lot of times in his career already, bro.
They want him sold. You see, both fans, they're always getting onto him.
They want him sold. It wasn't like a red card, like the United game.
I swear you lot were linked with him. If I'm not going mad.
It was loose links, man. It was loose links. Nothing too serious. Nothing too serious. But again, it wasn't like a red card, like a Man United Everton, where that was like a scumbag thing. This was actually a deserved red card because of how we were playing, right? You talk about Estevao, bro. Just the ball, how this guy was just playmaking, bro. The shot, yeah. Romz loves Yamal. Me and Romz love Yamal, but Romz has admitted himself that I can't lie, bro. He's the better goal scorer. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Santos coming on, just picking it up.
Yamal's a better goal scorer than Estevao's a better goal scorer than Yamal. For me, I still think Yamal's the better player, but 1v1, Estevao's the better finish. You'll see, Jermaine, because Yamal can be very wasteful. Estevao, whenever I'm seeing him play for Chelsea, he's shooting on sight, and he's just producing, bro. He's just producing. Look, the chat are gonna go mad with this now. Donald will tell you, me and Donald always arguing. I think Yamal's better than Estevao, but in terms of goal scoring and finishing, I think that's where Estevao trumps him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's so goal hungry, bro, and even the versatility in the goals already. The little chip against Wolves, right? The different goals he scored for Brazil. The first goal he scored for Brazil was some overhead kick. Like, I don't care if it was in the box. The ball came behind him. He had to like adjust his body, and you know what I'm saying, bro. Man's getting penalties.
Even his goal against you lot in the Club World Cup when he roofed it, hit the bar and went down. His variety of finishes, bro, is mad. Is mad.
Unbelievable, and honestly, like. Who for you impressed you in the game, Romz, man? Because I can go through this all day. Like, for me, my top three was Cuckoo, Enzo, and Estevao. They're all my top three players. I gave
they were my top three, but I feel like performances like that, Don, no one was below a 7. For me, them three were just, they got the highest ratings. But I think, for me, that is genius. Putting James and Caicedo as that double pivot, for me, sometimes I know James was rotating. He didn't just stay in the pivot, but I think that was genius. I think Fofana, I've always rated Fofana, Dom. But this is why you don't need to keep him fit, because when you keep saying if, I'm like, but he never stays fit. But then you did make a good point. You've managed to keep Reece James fit, and that's a player that I never thought would stay consistently, would be consistently not fit, bro. So, sorry, consistently fit. But for me, I think Fofana went under the radar, bro. I think Fofana was cold. Sanchez didn't have much to do, but when he was called upon, I remember Yamal had a shot, kind of went straight at him. Didn't say he made any worldly saves, but sometimes in games like that, when you don't have much to do, the minute you have something to do, you have to be switched on. So credit when credit's due. I think Pedro Neto, look, that's a player that I loved at Wolves. I think he's come to Chelsea. His decision-making ain't always the best. Your fans admit it yourself. He can be very one-dimensional. I think Pedro Neto played well. But like I said, I think the whole team in general, no one was less than a 7 out of 10, in my opinion. But me and you share the same opinion, bro. The top 3 players were Estevao, Cucurella, and Enzo Fernandez. For me, Enzo Fernandez being man of the match, in my
100%,
opinion.
bro. Listen, we've got nearly 300 people here already, man. Big up everyone that's here. Make sure that you lot are smashed up the lights, because we ain't even got to 100 yet. We're on 69. You know what I'm saying? I always say this. When you go to someone's gaff, the first thing you do, you take off your trainers, bro. When you come here, the first thing you do, you just quickly like. It's free. It ain't going to take long. So make sure that you lot are smashed up those lights.
It depends whose household you're in. If you come to our culture, you take off your shit. Sometimes we let you just walk in the yard, bro.
It's true, bro. But let me quickly read the super chat. Big up Toby says, don't check Chelsea's last tweet in response to Barcelona. I'm literally just about to run that up, yeah?
Well, your admin's going back and forth.
yeah. the admin replied back to Barcelona's tweet, yeah, because they must have put the goal that Iniesta scored when they were, it's a disgrace that game. Yeah. But you can see here already.
This is a rivalry, bro. Like, you lot's rivalry's been decades now, bro. Remember when Ronaldinho did the little shimmy in the gold kit and he just toe punched? This has been a rivalry, bro.
It's a rivalry. Now we've got 6 wins. They've got 5. They've got 5 wins over us. We've got 6, bro. You know what I mean?
And even the year you won it, John Terry gets sent off against that Barca team. This has been a rivalry, bro. Chelsea and Barcelona, there's no love lost. We
hate each other, bro. And you can see Flick has failed to see his team score in a Champions League game for the first time in his career, blood. That ain't a joke. And this is this is what he's referring to. This is what Toby's referring to. Let me try and zoom out a little bit so you guys can see the tweet. It might be a little bit small, but you can see Barcelona said that shot, that screamed that night. And then Chelsea replied back with Estevao's banger. And they said the same thing. That shot, that screamed that night, blood.
I love this. This is what the game's missing. We need this, that back and forth. This is what the game's missing, bro.
100%, bro. How about you, Jermaine, man? What would you say impressed you the most about the team? Like, who was it that stuck out to you the most? Because to be fair, I can't lie. Jermaine's been saying in the group chat, man, this Estevao guy is serious. He's been saying it, bro.
No, it is. So Romz gave his top 3. He said what? Cucu, Enzo, and Estevao.
Yeah.
I think after them 3, me personally, I'd say Caicedo, innit? But you lot might say that's standard Caicedo, but I think he had a good game. Like the way he was intercepting, cleaning up from the back. But you lot done well, man. So I think the formation was good. It allowed you guys to press. Barcelona couldn't hack it. They kept trying to do the same thing, high line, play out from the back. When it was 0-0, I said in the chat, Chelsea are popping them. So when you lot scored, I wasn't even surprised, bro. But that Estevao goal, I can't lie. I think he's going to be a Chelsea player for years to come still. Like,
100%. Is he a player now that you're looking at coming up to the weekend and you're thinking, bro, like, I hope he's going to be big?
I thought that before he starting the last few games. I think he's been on the bench. But I knew coming up to the Chelsea game, I said, yeah, these lot are going to play Estevao. Even though he was on the bench, I said they're going to play Estevao. Because I just know. And you're not going to call him a wild card, but defenders don't know what he's on. So,
bro, exactly. You're spot on, bro. He's unpredictable. That's the word for it. It's so unpredictable because he's left-footed, Jermaine, but his right foot has that strike in him. And that's why when you were saying in the first pod that we did, you're like, oh, I don't know about Estevao's strike. I said, broski, the strike, it's mad. Yeah, he hits that ball with conviction. His first thought when he gets in the box is to lay it off or to ras it off. Yeah, and you man haven't even seen the free kicks yet. That's the fucked thing about it. You've seen the penalties now, but you're yet to see the free kicks.
I didn't even know you could take free kicks, though.
I'll show you the free kicks after, Romz. You can take them.
Can I just say now, yeah, this is actually a big question for you and the chat, because obviously the majority Chelsea community. You know what cool. This is where it stemmed from. Me and Don have been speaking about this for the last 3 weeks. Obviously my opinion's changed, but 3 weeks ago I was like, you can't even entertain a conversation with Yamal and Estevao because of what Yamal's done in the Champions League and what he's done internationally. Yeah, obviously my opinion's now changed. That the gap for me has been bridged. Estevao's now proven it against Liverpool, big game, Barcelona, big game, Brazil. He's proven it. Do you get? So I was proven wrong in that sense, but. What I kept saying to Don, remember one of the main things I was saying to you, Don, is how can we compare them if Estevao don't start week in, week out? I remember I put it on your Twitter and all Chelsea fans came for me, right? And I get it because they're like, they want to ease him in. It's a new country, new culture. I get that. But do you think, because his performances, if he keeps performing like this, eventually he's going to have to start for you? Look, I get the first 6 months you want to ease him in, but especially now with all these games, obviously he's not going to start every game because there's a game every 3 days. But don't you think like now? Do you think you're going to see him as a slightly more of a regular starter now? Because everyone can agree after Palmer, he's your best attacker, bro. Like
there are game changers. Those two are game changers.
They're your two game changers. So I feel like when you have a talent that good, you can't keep leaving him out. I get it. The first 6 months, I get to bed him in the team. He's now, bro. I think now he's home. Now he's acclimatized to Chelsea. He's in with the culture. The fans love him. The performances are there. I think now, and I'm also saying this for my fantasy, Don, because he's been in my fantasy, but you never start.
Come on.
Do you get it? But eventually, do you think now you might see him start a few more games?
Bro, listen, for me, I've said in it for time now that I think by Christmas, I think he'll be locked in as a starter. I think going into the second half of the season, you'll see him starting more games. I just think it's a formality thing that Maresca's doing. It's like, okay, he's just come to the league. Let him get used to the physicality. You know, let him learn a little bit from Garnacho and Neto off the ball. Like, it's one of them ones where you just got to do it like on paper, Romz. But really and truly, I know deep down Maresca's thinking, bro, I want to be starting this kid. But I've just got to like integrate him slowly because we all know he's good enough. Anyone that's saying, oh, he can't be that good if he's not starting, you're being silly now. I don't want to use that word disingenuous because I feel like everyone just rinses that word out, bro. You're being silly, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah. Because if you're looking at it right here, bro, versus top 5 league wingers per 90, most expected assists, most XA per 100 passes, bro. Yeah. Most non-penalties XG and XA, bro. That means that this guy is taking good shots on goal, and on top of that, right, he is creating very good chances for the team. He reminds me so much of Palmer because the type of chances Estevao creates, they're so easy to score, right?
You know what's so worrying, John?
Go.
What's so worrying is I remember I called you after that Leverkusen game, and people can say it's pre-season, but Leverkusen had their strongest back four. Just go and look. What I saw Palmer and Estevao do in that game, we've not even seen it in the league yet. Have they even played a minute together in the league yet?
Bro, they played against United, but I don't count, man. Like, obviously, Palmer came off
early, innit? And Estevao. Didn't Estevao come off before Palmer?
He came off first after the red card. He came off, and I was looking forward to that game because I was there. I'm like, Estevao's gonna do something today. Trust me.
When them two link up and they get even more games, yeah. Like, obviously, Jermaine. When I say this, I don't mean if you're an Arsenal fan as such, because I do think Arsenal are in a good position, but for everyone else in and around Chelsea, it's looking kind of long because them two, I know it was one game, but their IQ, their wavelength, they just seem that they've been playing together for years, bro. For years,
bro. That's the thing, though, Romz. When you're playing with high IQ players, they don't speak the same language.
Long. Yeah,
it don't take long. Yeah. Like it's like when you go cage, when you go power league. When you're playing with someone who's good at ball, you just know, okay, I'm gonna move here, it's gonna find me. I'm gonna move there, it's gonna find me. I'm gonna get in the box, he'll find me. That's how they are, bro. Every time Palmer got the ball in that game, Jermaine, he just kept giving it to him, bro. Honestly, for you, Jermaine, yeah, because I've got a bet with a couple of the man them in the group. I said Chelsea are gonna score more goals than Arsenal, yeah. Who do you actually think's got a better attack? When you look at our depth, when you look at our strongest starting attack, for you, who's got a better attack, man?
Arsenal.
What makes you say that? Bro?
I just feel like, cool, Saka and Palmer on the right-hand side, cool. Some people say Saka, some people say Palmer.
Palmer don't play on the right.
Well, Cam.
He plays 10. He plays as a 10.
I can't lie. I think he's better on the right. So how I judge it is, I say, cool, Saka and Palmer on the right. Odegaard and Eze is better than whoever you lot got there. And then Yokres is better than your striker. So
you're just writing off Enzo like that.
So I actually think
you can't really compare.
I see what you're saying though, because when I watch Arsenal, sometimes I'm seeing Mourinho, Trossard, then you guys are playing Neto, and it's not really much of a different level. But player for player, when we're fully fit, our attack is better than yours. But you know what it is, yeah? I'll be fair. I say that now with Gyökeres. If it was Havertz or Jesus never really fit, I'll say it's give and take. Because Arteta even said last season that Chelsea are the best attackers in the league. He said that going into the game. So, but now with Gyökeres and Eze, I personally think ours edges it.
Wait, Arteta said that about Chelsea?
Yeah, he said it before the game.
Right. What did he say?
That's like they're the best attack in the league or something like that. How can you not know?
Yeah, I saw he said that last season.
Yeah, last season.
Yeah, that was last season.
Do you know what
I'm saying? So I'm saying, cool. And Chelsea have the good attack, but obviously since then we then signed a couple players, isn't it?
Do you know what I think it is? Individually, Chelsea have the better attack, but I think as a collective, like, wait, first of all, are we including Palmer in this or not? Because when I think attack, I think left wing, right wing, and 9. I don't.
No, your 10 is part of your attack, bro. Your Enzo and Palmer are part of our attack.
Romz, don't let Don's delusion rub off on you, bro. That's individually is nonsense.
Trust
better than any of their left wingers. Like,
Jermaine, I was going to land, yeah. Trossard, I agree with you. I don't think they have a left winger better than Trossard, in my opinion. I'm not saying I don't think Garnacho is right. I think I've always rated Trossard. Me and Don have both said this. He's like our version of Jota. May you rest in peace. Yeah. Right hand side. Look, I said this and I got corned by us fans, but I think Estevao's better than Saka, bro. I'm not one of these sample size guys, bro. I think Estevao's better than Saka, bro. And I don't care if people call me for that. I know what I see with my eyes. Yeah, you can do IQ, GA and all that, but Estevao is him. And people will soon still realize. When it comes to 9s, I don't agree with you. Like, I think Gyökeres is a better 9 than the other 2. Do the other 2 have a higher ceiling? Yes. Like, I think João Pedro and the lap. But if I have to go right now, I think Gyökeres is the better 9 still.
Don, what about you? You think Estevao's better than Saka?
What a silly question to ask me, fella. What a silly question to ask me. We got TTM. This is a Man United fan, by the way, saying it. Yeah, this is a Man United fan saying this, bro. You know what I mean? I think Brown is naturally more gifted than Saka. I'll be real. Like,
I'm not asking who's naturally gifted.
Saka overrated.
Better player, Saka or Estevao?
Estevao, bro. Estevao, I think is better than him. I think he's better than him.
You know what, Jermaine?
I want to do this with Don. Let's actually get this on the record, bro. I'm not going to do Chelsea Arsenal preview. You probably have your own patterns going. So let's go through this. Arsenal 11 versus Chelsea 11 going into this Chelsea game. Who is the better goalkeeper?
Yeah, I actually wanted to do this still. The combined 11 is fun.
These conversations, brother. Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, I think Ray has been more consistent than Sanchez.
Well, who's the better goalkeeper?
Overall, I think the only thing Ray has over Sanchez is the distribution. Some of the I don't know passes yesterday, bro. Hey, there's one pass Ray played. There was one pass that Ray played to who's up top? Was it Marino? Man did a grass cutter, bro. The ball just kind of his distribution's mad. But shot stopping wise, Sanchez is a very good shot stopper. So is Ray. Cross collecting wise, Ray is a very good cross collector. So is Sanchez. Sanchez is cutting out his mistakes. People need to just Ray has been more consistent, but Sanchez has been good this season, bro. Very good.
So who's the better goalkeeper, bro?
I just told you, Ray for now, yeah.
Ray wins. That's one. Mm-hmm. Who's the better right back? Who has the better?
You already know, Reece James. I already told you this, bro. There's no one better than
Timber. Till this day.
Of course.
Cool. I think Timber. You think Reece James. Centre backs.
Mm-hmm.
You have
centre backs. You can have the centre backs, but obviously, Gabriel's not fit right now. So I would say Saliba and Fofana right now.
Is this overall or this available now, Jermaine? Is this available now or that when everyone's fit?
It's more or less just for the game this weekend. So
no, we're doing this game week, bro. We're doing this game week. Who's available this game week?
Yeah, this game week. So in terms of this season, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're saying called Raya, that's one. You're saying your right back is the better right back than us.
Yes.
That's what you think. Going to this game, you have the better right back. No matter who plays, Gusto or James, yours is better.
Reece is world class. Reece is a complete footballer.
Our centre back pairing will be better.
I just told you, Fofana and Saliba.
Fofana.
I'm not putting Mascara ahead of Fofana or Hincapie ahead of Fofana. No way.
That's mad.
Alright, cool.
Saliba and it's not like Saliba and Fofana ain't played together before. They know each other.
Left back.
Left back, you already know Cuckoo, bro.
Cool, Romz, you know what it is, yeah? The fact is, we have the best fullbacks in the league this season, yeah? That's just a fact, yeah? And
I'm the fullbacks in the
That's
league.
an
let
opinion.
me tell you my point of view, bro, before we get into the midfield. So from my point of view, we have the best fullbacks in the Premier League this season have been Calafiori and Timber. I think that's what they're saying on the TV. That's what the streets are saying. That's what the papers are saying. That's what my eyes are saying. They're the best fullbacks. I'm talking to Don, and he's telling me that his ones are better. What am I meant to think?
No, but Jermaine,
right? That's what I'm meant to think.
Jermaine.
You're
I would
deluded.
say as individuals, Chelsea got the best fullbacks in the league, in my opinion. The reason why you think Calafiori and Timber are better is more structurally. I think structurally it hides their deficiencies, right? And this ain't me saying Calafiori and Timber are bad. I rate both Calafiori and Timber. But Cucurella is better than any of your left backs, and James is world class. He's been doing it for longer. He's just better than Timber. I've always said, in the Chelsea Arsenal back four, and I think this is fair. I think they have two, you have two. They have both fullbacks, you have both centre backs. I think that's fair. And then they have to keep. So in the back five,
please. Let's keep this stepping.
I don't want
to see Grass during the combined 11. I don't want to see Grass.
Hey, I'm just. You said he's been better this season. Look at this.
No, bro, I don't know. You're always
getting cleared in most areas, bro.
You're always saying, bro. Every time you show me one of these things, they're in your favor based off what you're showing me.
What do you mean in my favor? This is literally the season as it was.
You always show me these things for our players against.
Wait. So hold on.
In your favor. So I don't want to see it.
He's getting mad. He's getting mad at me that Cucurella has been more effective in games than Calafiori, bro. He's getting mad at me. How's it my fault that this is what's going on right now? How's it my fault? How's that my fault?
No, let's just move on to the midfield.
Let's move on to the midfield, man.
Yeah, we've done the back four. Chelsea have 3 of the back 4. That's fine. We're going into midfield.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing 4-2-3-1. I don't know what you're doing.
Okay.
Cool.
We play 4-2-3-1-2 or 4-3-3 on the ball.
For me,
I mean, not waste time on this. It's a double pivot of Caicedo and Rice. I think everyone would agree.
Boy, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Cool. I was gonna say Rice. I was gonna say Rice and Zubi have been the best pivot, but I'll give you Caicedo. I'm giving Caicedo and Rice. That's my 2.
Boy,
what's your thought?
Boy, I personally, I'll go with Caicedo and Enzo, bruv. You know what I mean?
Cool.
I'll go Caicedo and Enzo.
No, stop, man. Please, we need to keep count.
You're moving mad now. I'm telling you, you're moving mad.
I'll go Caicedo and Enzo.
No, it's so we don't lose count.
I'll put Rice in there for the sake of this guy.
No. So
I'll put Enzo in there, bro.
So we don't lose count of this year. Let's just count our players, innit? So you've had 3 Chelsea out the back 4, and you're having the 2 in midfield. So you've got 5 so far, yeah. Me personally, I'm having both our fullbacks going into this game. I'm having the whole 4.
All right, let's go through the midfield. I'll let you have Rice. So Caicedo and Rice pivot. And then
say what you believe, bro. Is it Enzo or Rice?
I've just told you, bro.
You're saying Enzo. That's cool. You're saying Enzo.
Against the bigger teams, yeah, I'm playing Caicedo and Rice because I think that's more solid. When it comes to breaking down teams, I'm playing Caicedo and Enzo.
Bro, who is it for you, bro? Just say who it is for you.
I've just told you who it is, bro. But I don't mind putting Rice in there because I think that'll be solid.
So Rice,
I don't mind putting Rice. Yeah, Rice and Caicedo. Yeah.
Cool.
For me, we don't even have to waste time on that. It's just
and then in the 10.
And you know I rate Enzo, Don. You know I rate Enzo, but it's Rice and Caicedo in my opinion.
100%, bro. And then if we're doing a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1. In the 10, I'm putting Eze.
Only because Palmer's not fit.
I think Enzo's been better than him, but Enzo's not a 10. So I'll put Eze.
Exactly. Enzo don't play in the 10, so I'll have to be Eze.
Yeah, I'll put Eze in the 10. And then obviously up top,
I'm putting Saka.
I'm putting Estevao.
Right, I'm putting Estevao as well.
Cool. Left wing, I'm putting Trossard.
It's not available.
If Trossard's not available, I'm putting Odegaard 10 and Eze left wing.
Oh, is he what he's doing, bro?
You know what I love about it? You two are just so biased to your clubs. It's wicked to see as a neutral.
You know, Odegaard, if we're going to keep it 100, Odegaard's better than any player they own. But I'm not going to get into that. Romz, you know what it is? You can have your hands on your head, but you're the same guy that told me last week that Liverpool are still in the title race. So, yeah.
I know we're not, bro. I know until...
Let me even bring someone in before you say the rest, yeah? Listen, this is my brother, yeah? This is Mr. Big Six Bants, yeah? Man like months. First time on the channel, after all this time, lad. Yeah? Man, just there lurking in the back right now. He even just put in the private chat, Jesus, after your take, Jermaine. Yeah, this is Jermaine. This is Jermaine. This is Jermaine.
Pause. I forgot about Palmer.
That could have been one of your takes. He said Jesus too.
I forgot about Palmer.
I was talking about Jermaine because Jermaine was talking, then he typed. Because I was saying, let me introduce you properly because it's the first time on the channel. We say once first of all, man. You're on mute, bro.
Sorry, man. Yeah, no, it's an interesting time to make my debut on the channel, but here I am, 10K later. I feel a bit guilty not coming on 10,000 subs later. I decided to make my debut, but it was more probably just a coincidence thing than anything else. Like, I'm just glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, seeing the journey to see 0 to 10K is incredible, man. So what you gotta do is keep running it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit always, man. But yeah, thanks for having me.
100%, bro. 100%.
Can I quickly just say something on that?
Go on.
Jermaine, you're not the only one. I did a show with Hooks earlier, and Hooks said the same thing. Odegaard's better than Palmer. I rate Odegaard's
better than Palmer. I didn't say Odegaard's better than Palmer.
Oh, fair. Sorry.
You said he's better than other players.
No, I said he's better than Palmer. Yes, I forgot about Palmer. So
yeah, well, I'm having Enzo in my team ahead of Odegaard every day of the week. Cool. Every day of the week.
Cool. No,
well, let's go through the rest of the attack then quickly.
Yeah, so you're having Estevao. You're having Estevao.
Liverpool as well.
No, you're having Estevao right wing. Who did you say you're having, Tony? Eze.
Estevao right wing, yeah. And then left wing, Trossard's not there. I'll play Neto left wing.
Once it's with you, Jermaine.
No, you have Neto and Estevao, yeah. That's another 2. So you have 2 at the back 4. 1 in midfield.
You can have Marino because Delap's hardly played.
Fuck off. Listen. Oh, sorry for pausing.
Wait, why Saka doesn't go right wing though?
But listen,
like Estevao doesn't even start.
You got 3 out of the back 4. You had Caicedo, that's 4. And you've now said you're having Estevao and Neto. That's 6. Cool. Up front.
Trossard's not there though. I would have put Trossard left wing. He's injured.
Sorry, bro. What's the name? What's the name, bro?
Jermaine.
Jermaine, bro. You let him put Estevao in over Saka.
No, I can't do anything apart from listen.
That's all I can do.
And up front,
how many games Estevao started?
He started against United. He started against Brighton. He came. What else did he start? I think they're the only 2 games he started in the league. He started most of our Champions League games.
Listen,
no. I'm talking. Wait, are we doing all comps? Or are we doing in the Prem?
Yeah, we're doing all comps. In all comps right now, he's got over 11 GA already.
It's 2, and obviously I get why, but it's 2v2.
He's got 1 Premier League goal.
Jermaine and Monts.
It's fine. I'm just getting it documented. That's all I need.
I'm not even saying that Estevao's like, because people are gonna think because I'm answering how many minutes is there. People are gonna do the girl math and think I said he's shit. I ain't said he's shit. I ain't said nothing like that. But like, what warrants him to be in the team over Saka than him being better on the eye?
Because on the eye, are you seeing the end products? What are you talking about?
End product. I watched the West Ham game.
What,
he's in on goal, tried to cut around the keeper and didn't get a shot off and missed.
And he also got an assist after running through about 3-4 players.
Bro, I'm gonna be real. There's no point doing the Saka versus Estevao thing. You're just gonna. There isn't.
It's happened already, Jermaine. Yeah, there's many people I've heard already.
That's crazy to me. Like Estevao should have more than. How about this, Don? Estevao should have more than 1 Premier League goal with the chances he's had, but he's got a better shooting than Yamal. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Bro, you're right. He should have scored more goals this season.
So why does he have better shooting than Yamal?
Because he scored more goals than him already, bro. Have you seen the type of goals he scored this season?
He's been injured.
Yamal's played more minutes than Estevao this season.
Okay, well, by that logic, in the Premier League, Rio's played way less minutes than Estevao. They got the same amount of goals. They're finishing the same.
Broski, in all comps, Estevao has 11. How many goals he's got? He's got 10. He's got 5 goals in the Champions League.
For Brazil, we're talking about for Brazil. Saka's got more goals in it. Saka's got more goals in the
Hold on. I don't get your point, once. Are you saying that Estevao's a bad finisher then? Is that your point?
See, you're doing the girl math thing. I didn't say he was a bad finisher. I don't get your point. I just said what warrants him to have better finishing than Yamal. I've even gone past Saka because the Saka one's cheeky enough in terms of shooting. He doesn't have better shooting than Saka. But
yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Don, let them wait and see. I don't think they realize how good. I'm not saying you call him chipmunk. I'm not doing girl math, but Estevao, I don't think people realize how good this is.
Why has he got better shooting than Saka? Why has he got better? You know when Romz, you know when he roofied that goal against was it Stegen? You know when he roofied that goal against Barcelona? You know they were calling that the Saka, right?
How dare you?
How many times have Saka done that in his career?
You know they were calling it a Saka. I don't look at does that one for fun.
How many times has Saka done that in his career? That's what I'm saying. There's no point.
I don't look at Saka as a shooter. I don't really look at Saka as a shooter. Like Saka's shooting is all right.
Estevao's not a shooter. Estevao's not a shooter, bro. He's not a shooter.
This is where the sample size stuff comes into this, and I don't really like it. So just because Saka's played longer, he's automatically the better player. Sometimes
not because he's played longer, because it's been more consistent. Look, there's difference between playing longer.
Let's do the last position because I'm gonna lose count of what's going on.
I've just come in and
Estevao's not a shooter.
Don up front.
I need to see him start more so he can prove to the masses.
The guy's got examples already this season for Chelsea and for Brazil with his serious finishing, bro. Serious finishing, different types of goals. So for you to say he's not a shooter, bro, he's left-footed. He smacks that ball hard, and you're gonna see that bears. You're gonna see that.
I think he's a decent striker of the ball. He's able to use both feet, and he looks like he's got finishing qualities. But to automatically put him on the level of guys that have been finishing and been showing these type of finishes for a little piece now, I think it's a bit premature. That's all I'm saying.
Man.
I still think for his age, he's very good at striking the ball. But I've also seen him miss silly chances that he should have been missing. He should have more than one Premier League goal for the minutes he's played. But somehow he's a better shooter than Yamal.
I don't know if you're running away from the question.
In the most important of games, time and time again. No. You know, I'm talking again. Carry on. Sorry, Jermaine, but you
go, Jay. Come back.
You're trying to run away from the question, bro. I see what you're doing. But anyway, what's the combined 11, bro? Who's up front?
Bro, I just told you. Personally, if with everyone fit right now, I'd put Delap up there.
All right, cool. So.
Well, not João Pedro.
That's official.
I don't think João Pedro's a striker.
No. Nah, cool, done. Just to repeat what you said, you get 7 players out of the combined 11 going into this weekend, so you should win the game.
But this is the thing, though. I don't understand. Hold on, this is what I'm saying. Let me just break this down. I've said on many streams now, the main difference between Chelsea and Arsenal is our centre backs. I will say this again.
Yeah, and you have and this time
is our centre backs.
Yeah, but we had this time.
Let me tell you something. Listen closely, bro. If we had your centre back pairing, I would have predicted us to win the league, right? Because I love my fullbacks. I love my midfield. I'm actually happy with my attack. We've got game changers in this team. Sanchez is not a problem right now, bro. Yeah, he's not a problem. He's actually improved, right? If we had Gabriel and Saliba consistently throughout 38 games and they were in this Chelsea squad, I would predict us to win the league. That is the main difference between us, right? Because if you had Tosin and Chalobah, you would not have this chest that you have. You would not have this chest that you have, broski.
Tosin and Chalobah would look better for Arsenal because of our Arteta structure.
No, they wouldn't. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what sort of better at everything. Hold on. It doesn't matter.
I didn't say they look good. I didn't say they look good. They look better.
Hold on. Let me respond to what you just said. Let me just respond to what you just said. It doesn't matter what sort of coaching Arteta can do, right? Arteta can't teach Tosin how to take man on, how to defend 1v1, right? He can't take away the ball.
How often do Arsenal defenders get caught 1v1 done? How often do you really see that happen? They literally defend everyone behind the ball, 2 banks of 4 type beat.
Broski, there's times where Gabriel and Saliba.
I'm not saying it never happens, but it is minimized quite a lot with the way that Arsenal.
Yeah, but I can say the same for us because we've got Caicedo that wins the ball for us. We've got Cuckoo that presses. We've got Gusto, Reece. All these guys counter press. But end of the day, when Gabriel's isolated, he wins the ball. When Saliba's isolated, he wins the ball. When Tosin's isolated, Josh King scores. When Tosin's isolated, Sade scores. When Tosin and Chalobah are isolated, we concede last minute against Sunderland. That's the difference, bro. If we had those centre backs, I'm telling you, if we had a proper centre back pairing, I would have more chest. I would have more chest, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But let's move on to you, man. Anyway, because you're the greatest people alive.
It's pure nonsense, though, man.
Let's move on.
You're saying you have 7 out of the 7 players, and you're going to beat us. It's pure nonsense.
Before you move on to us, predictions. I've said for the last month, this has a draw written all over it. I'm going 2-2, but I want to know from the two people who support the clubs, what are you not saying about this game?
Early on FTV, I said 2-1. I might change my prediction based on the lineup. I might even say higher, but I think 2-1.
To who?
Yeah, what about you, Jermaine?
It's Chelsea, bro.
Wait, what was the back line? What was the back line? Like, what was the whole? I don't know what the team was.
Oh, the team was. So let me tell you what the team was.
By the way, players available now.
Let me just.
Players available now. Players available now.
Interruptions every time we're trying to clarify things. When I'm asking who's going to win, people are deflecting. Let's answer Monster's question. So this is Don's combined 11, yeah? Minus his paragraphs. He said Raya in goal. He said Reece James right back. He said Fofana centre back with Saliba. He said Cucurella left back. He said Rice and who? Rice and did you say Rice? He said Rice and Caicedo.
Okay.
He said Estevao right wing, Eze Cam, and João Pedro left wing, and up front Leon Dillon.
Who left wing?
João Pedro. Fucking.
I said Neto. I said Neto. I didn't say João Pedro.
Neto left wing. Neto left wing.
Trossard I would have put Trossard there.
Oh yeah, so we're doing availability. Okay, we're doing availability.
Yeah, we're doing availability. We have to, bro.
Yeah.
Neto left wing and Delap up front. So basically, Chelsea have 7 players, and I expect nothing else.
The lap up front is insanity.
Chelsea have to beat us.
The rest of the team, I think.
You play Marino.
I know you're thinking, yeah. Chelsea might not win, but it don't work like that because based off what.
Chelsea might not win. I've said neither side win. I've said this for the past 2-3 weeks.
What Don is saying, Chelsea beat us.
I think that's a bit safe from.
They're better than us. They beat us. Better manager. Like
no, but what I've been saying this. I've been saying this like 2-3 weeks back. I think
the draw's a bit safe.
I don't understand why
you there's a winner in this game once.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I know Arsenal are the best or better version than they've been, but Arsenal fans love to say Chelsea ain't beat them at the Bridge since 2018. But the last 2 games at the Bridge, Chelsea were the better team and should have come out on top. I think
the one and the 2-2.
I know 2-2 exactly. But I just think it's like a movable object against unstoppable force. Both teams are scoring. Chelsea are scoring freely, but Arsenal are hardly conceding. But it's no coincidence Gabriel comes out the team and you concede in back-to-back games. That's what I will say, because when Gabriel was in the team, you went 10 games in a row without wait.
Yeah,
before Sunderland.
I'd say
context, yeah. Zubimendi gave away the ball, then he just lobbed Raya. It's a free goal. And yesterday, MLS is not going to play against Chelsea. That's just a fact.
Oh, so yeah,
I'll give my 2 pence to you guys.
He's been saying sell Shelley for a while, bro. You know what I mean? So Shelley can go in it. You know what I'm saying?
Jermaine, you said because Don has more Chelsea players in the team, they should win. Cool. Don's already said he thinks 2-1. What's your score prediction for this game?
Well, we're obviously going to beat them. It just like it's like I don't know what you lot want me to say. I don't know if I should listen to this Chelsea nonsense. I personally think we're gonna win. If things don't go our way and things go left, we might draw. That's what I think. I think we're gonna beat them convincingly. Look at this guy full screen me to get on camera. But anyway, I think we're gonna beat Chelsea convincingly, especially if I see Gittins and Delap. That nonsense. Like I don't know why you guys are trying to do this Chelsea thing. Give me the stage right now to try and I don't even know what you lot are trying to do. By the end of the day, Chelsea are, let me not even swear on this guy's thing here. And we're gonna bring this back on the screen post that game. Get me. So Don, back me out of this full screen thing, bro.
Hey, it's war. It's fire, bro. I'm telling you, this is probably the biggest game so far of this season, isn't it? When you actually break it down, because boy, we both had solid wins in the Champions League, Jermaine. Obviously, we're going to talk about the Bayern game now as well, people. Right? We obviously, if we beat you
after Barcelona, and look how Arsenal fans acted.
You lot are buzzing, bro. What do you mean?
Bro, you lot are buzzing. You lot didn't go get on the train home.
Huh?
You stayed out, bro. What time did you get into Fulham Broadway Station after that match?
I stayed out, bro. I had work to do. What do you mean? We stayed out.
Bro, you Chelsea fans stayed out, bro. I've seen the footage. You're not who you think you are. It's like you was relieved that you won like that.
I'm seeing you in Stevie's reaction going, Estevao, and they're telling you to say it again.
Yeah, bro, it was a party, innit? But let me reply to this here. It says the fact that you're happy with our attack is actually scary to me. I don't understand what was scary about me being happy with our attack right now, bro. I think our attack, we don't depend on one person. Everyone contributes in this team. Yeah, and it's no surprise, like I said, right? you know, we've got the most goal contributions from different players, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But we got the chat anyway. Let me see how many likes we've got here, man. Let me just double check. See, we've got 145 likes. We've got nearly 400 people here, man. So make sure that you lot are smashed up the likes. Let's quickly touch up on Liverpool before we even talk about Arsenal, yeah, because Romz has got to go in a second.
I don't even get my piece about the.
Go on once.
Wait.
You got
Just cut that. Romz, you go first then, man.
What was he going to say? What was he going to say?
Was you going to say something on the Chelsea Arsenal thing, or are we going on to Liverpool segment?
No, I was going to say something on the Chelsea Arsenal game.
Now go on, bro.
No, please do, man, because I feel like you apply some sense, and I've been listening to this guy talk absolute dross. And based on everything he said, if we beat Chelsea, I need this computer in front of me again. I need all four faces in front of me again, and I need you to talk, Don, because you like to run away and you like to talk about some next stuff. You know when we beat Chelsea 5-0 at the Bridge, you know, I mean at the Emirates, when we beat them 5-0, you know he was giving chess before the game. Like I wasn't giving chess before.
London derby, though. London derby. London derby.
Let me stop you right there. I don't even do this. I'm gonna mute this guy right now. Yeah, I told this guy in the group chat. I told all of them when I saw the lineup drop and I saw no Palmer, no Gusto. I said, if you man don't smoke us, you're not serious. They were my exact words. I still remember that day like it was yesterday because I was on my way to the game and I saw Palmer, no Gusto. I said it's over.
To be fair to Jermaine, this is what Tom probably did. Jimmy Hopkins before the lineups were out, he was probably talking smoky. But I actually remember he texted me. I still got the text, and he said, "I can't lie, Romz, Arsenal are winning." I still got the text. So what he probably done, Jermaine, is before the lineups, he's probably giving it the big one.
I wasn't, bro. I literally saw the lineup, and I said, "If you man don't beat us, if you said,
before the lineup, I'm saying before the lineup, you."
Oh yeah, bro.
You two are in group chats, innit? We don't see what you two speak about, but
yeah,
I'm saying
man,
before the lineup.
I
wouldn't put that past you, Don. I wouldn't put that past you, Don, before the lineup saying, yeah, we can go there and get a result. I would not put that.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, bro. That season, I was deflated. But go on once, man. We were, hey, Jermaine, won the time here, bro. Because Romz, I want to get Romz's takes as well.
6 minutes. But you cook me on midday lab every time. I've not even spoke about this with months, really. But after the Forest game, my head was gone. Do you get? That's when I became.
I want to hear Monty's take on the Arsenal thing first, and then we'll go to you.
Cool.
I think Arsenal are gonna win. Not emphatically. I think the game's going to be really close. I just think that, and even if you do want to go off the Barca game and the Bayern game, I think Bayern are a better team than Barca, and Chelsea done wonderfully well. By the way, props to Maresca. I didn't give Maresca his credit enough, but Maresca got it spot on. By the way, wonderful management to dismantle the team. Garnacho, Neto, false nine, and Estevao isn't really a great front three, if I'm being honest. But what it was perfect for was dismantling a suicidal high line. It's as simple as that. It's a suicidal high line, and he looked at both his strikers and went, nah, I'm going to get the guy with legs, and we're going to terrorize that back four. We're going to push them back and do all of that stuff. So I look at I think Barcelona's high line is going to be a completely different outlet compared to Arsenal's deeper line. Not a part of the bus, but it's just a deeper line. I think anyone's line is a deeper line than bus, to be honest. But Arsenal's deeper line is going to be 10 times harder to break down than Barca's high line. And even against Barcelona, I think 3-0. I think, was it 3-0? I think 3-0 done them justice, bro. Should have been more.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Should have been more. Facts. And Neto went missing the one-on-one. I think Estevao scored an amazing goal, but was decent. I think the goal has made people go, he was 10 out of 10. I think he had a good performance, 7 out of 10, 7.5. Goal probably stretches it to an 8, 8.5, if you want to put it that way. And obviously, Garnacho, I think, was the weak one out of the 3. So the way I see it, that against Arsenal's deeper line, I think is going to be a bit hard. It's going to be harder to break down. Whereas I feel like the form that Arsenal are in, they're able to break down. It doesn't have to be a high line for them to break the line down. And I think there's threat from set pieces. I think they just got a bit more than you in artillery. But what I will say, I think in midfield, Chelsea, with the way your midfield's moving, I think you can definitely give them a better battle in midfield than you ever have. Even before the last 2 games that I've played, even better. I think you're in that type of form. And for me, I just think Arsenal got a bit more than you going forward. That's all I really put it down to. I think Maresca set you up defensively fine, even though you've got the worst defenders. I think the both set of wing-backs have been the 2 best sets of wing-backs in the league. And realistically, I think Barcelona's made your front line look better than what it was. That's the only thing I'll say. That's the difference between you two in a head-to-head, not against the smaller teams, in a head-to-head. I just think Arsenal got a little bit more. But if Palmer plays now, change the
He's gonna be on the
conversation.
bench. He's
So
gonna be on the bench.
again, because Palmer's not there, they also don't. Odegaard's not going to start for them. Gabriel's not there for them. So you know, there are little chinks that you can put. I'm not saying you won't score a goal. There's little chinks in Arsenal's armor, 100%. But Arsenal, I just think, have more than you. Artillery.
Yeah, but I think Odegaard will start, and I think Eze will start left wing.
Manager's crazy if you do that, bro. Manager's crazy if he does that. If he changes what's working now, he's mad. But if he does, you'll be in for. You guys will be able to exploit certain things. Caicedo is the best midfielder in the world when it comes to turning defense to attack in terms of getting the ball, progressing it. If Arsenal don't stop that, you got a problem. But then again, you got Rice, who is one of the best at stopping. Rice is again, who's one of the best at stopping those actions. So I mean, that's why I just think Arsenal. I think Arsenal going to win the game. Not on a like they're going to smoke you thing, but they just got more than you going forward, bro. And they're better from set pieces.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Marino's actually a gunman. I don't like Marino's a gunman.
I disagree about that. I disagree about them going forward because number one, before the Spurs game, right? When we should have battered Spurs as well if we could flip and take our chances. We had scored more goals than these guys, bro. Yeah, as it stands, they've scored only one more goal than us once. We're creating chances even without Palmer. When you're saying
I'm not discounting your opinion. I'm just saying I think Arsenal win the game.
Okay, that's fair.
The gap's going to end up being more than 10 points.
Let me read the super chat and then we'll come to Liverpool. Let me read the super chat quickly and then we'll come to Liverpool in a second. But big up everyone.
I have a team just them personally. Quite fair.
Big up Moyes for this as well. He says, I think 3-0 for Chelsea, shock result. Maresca up the Chels, man. Yeah, up the Chels every single time. But yeah, listen, Romz, I haven't even got around to watching your highlights because I've been so busy, bro. But I was seeing you, man, coming up because I was watching the.
How about this, Don? I've not even seen the fourth goal. I turned off my phone, went to sleep.
Go watch it. Go watch it. You have to watch it. We've all seen it. You have to watch it.
The fourth goal.
Watch that goal. You have to watch it. It's not this. You won't have the same opinion until you watch that goal.
No, but Mons, I still know it's Dross.
Watch the goal.
I couldn't bear to watch anymore.
I'll turn my mic up aside. Watch the goal. Watch the goal. You have to watch that goal. You're not. I don't even want to hear what you have to say until you watch that goal. I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Watch the goal.
Is it Konate?
And they're gonna cut out the first bit. So when it goes to the replay, when they go from the halfway line, watch Van Dijk. Watch Van Dijk.
That's the same Van Dijk did the coldest job.
Watch Van Dijk.
You seen the highlights, Jermaine? This guy likes watching highlights. You watch the highlights, yeah?
On my life.
The Liverpool game.
Nah, man, I just
watch Van Dijk.
Nasty for me.
What did you say? That's too much. What? That's too much for you.
Nasty for me. That's too much.
Watch Van Dijk for that goal.
Man said that's too nasty for me, bro. Why is he defending? Bro, like you know it is, yeah, once you know it is though. All this aura defending has caught with him. It's not working now. It's not working.
You know when you're trying to jog for the bus, but there's galley around, so you got to hold your phone in your pocket.
You don't want to drop anything. Yeah.
You're doing the image thing because you don't want to really. No one's trying to duck down the bus.
You just got me more mad, bro. I can't remember the last because they made it 3-1 at the 75th minute. I can't remember the last time it's in the last 15, but my head was hot. Don, you get to cook me on Midday Live all the time, but we hadn't played in Europe so far. But I did say on Midday Live, I'm not confident. Side was like, surely you beat PSV. I said, I'm not confident, bro. I don't know when our next win's coming from. But even Mons don't know. It's for us. So after the Nottingham Forest game, that's when enough was enough. Big up the likes of Mons, Cal, Dean, Enz, G. All these men were first to be sorted out. And I wasn't one of the slot inners per se to start crashing a man's opinion. They had their reasons and their reasons were valid. I wasn't there yet. I still thought he could turn this around. And people know when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. I was one of the first to be clocked out, which people think was mad. But when I feel a manager can't change things around, it's time to go, bro. You need that new working environment. But when I saw us lose 3-0, remember, and Jermaine, you all vouched this, when we did our last show 2 weeks ago for the international break, or in the international break, I said, I think we're going to go on a run. I think PSV and Forest were the best games at home to start changing things. You're seeing a lot of things coming out in the press that we're going to change formation, whatnot. More for me, because I genuinely thought we would actually kickstart somewhat of a charge.
No, that's why you think that Chelsea's going to beat us as well. And that's why you agree with Don about with all these.
No, but they're in better form. It's different.
No, that's fine. You see when you said that's
let him respond. Let him respond, Jermaine.
Yeah.
Go on, Romz.
with the Chelsea, they're in better form. There's actually a style of play, like plays the instructions. I don't know what I'm coming on shows now. People ask me what's Slot trying to do. I don't know. I genuinely can't answer anymore. And that's when I know he has to go. I'm not gonna say, Carton and all this stuff. But what I will say is, thanks for number 20, but you do have to cut because that 3-0 against Forest, I couldn't believe. Because you know what's mad? I don't know what actually I do know what Monty thinks, because I've watched his reaction, but the first 20 minutes, we wasn't even that bad until the Murillo goal. Yes, they were breaking through us, but I actually think we started the game well. It's like now, we're like the old United. The minute we go a goal behind, our heads drop. I don't think we've come back from a losing position once this season. All our wins, we've gone ahead, or teams might have come back against us and put it to a draw, but we've not won a game from a losing position. I can't believe what I saw against Nottingham Forest, bro. You had basically listen, Konate had a stinker, but Konate kept having to cover the right hand side. You basically had Jones and Szoboszlai rotating in that position. It was crazy, bro. Again, you start a out of form Isak, and I know Ekitike has not been in the best form, but he should have still started. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mons. Isak didn't even feature for Sweden in the international break, or he might have played the last 10-15 minutes of their second game.
He played like a cameo thing.
Yeah, but their first game he didn't start. He's not fit. Slot even come out and said he's not fit. But Mo, I've already explained this. If you take me serious on Twitter, that's a you problem, bro. Streams, I'm objective. If you take me serious on Twitter, that's a you problem. Just to answer that.
I'm a troll too.
Exactly. Because Don, you know what it is? Majority of people now don't know. But when I'm on YouTube, I know all of you lot, so I'm not gonna be a troll, bro. It's just, yeah. But anyway, back to my point. That Forest game, second half, I've not seen this in a long time. Actually, we did it maybe Brentford second half. The players' heads just dropped. They're not playing for him, bro. They're genuinely not playing for him anymore. And when it gets to that, you have to pull the plug. The Forest game, to lose 3, not even to get a consolation goal, to lose 3-0 at home against Forest, who are 19th, I know that since Dyche has come in, they've kind of turned their form, but still, albeit they're 19th, it's abysmal, bro. And in this PSV game, you were there, they lived on. When Sai said, "Oh, so you think you'll win?" I said, "I don't know. I don't think I end up giving them."
You even said PSV are scoring a lot of goals, bro. You said it. I remember.
Exactly, I said it. I said they're literally trigger happy at the moment. Didn't they put 6 or 7 past Napoli even last month? So the way I see it is, I was never sure of this PSV game. But if I had to give a prediction, Don, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have done a tight Liverpool with a 3-2. I still knew we would have conceded, but just because it's a European night, and the narrative has been, and I think most Liverpool fans will agree, we've been poor in the league, but bar the Galatasaray game, we might have been poor in our wins, but we're still getting the results in the Champions League. So that's the narrative I would have gone off. Maybe a 3-2 win, Liverpool play bad, but we still get the job done. To concede 4 goals at home, bro, it's a joke. It's honestly a joke. And now I don't think the players know what he's doing tactically. He's out of his depth now. He needs to cut. I'll slot out after the Forest game. But now this just puts the nail in the coffin, bro. He needs to leave. And I'll say from now, West Ham aren't just beating us on Sunday. They're comfortably beating us. I'm talking maybe a 2 or 3 goal margin. And let me tell you even more why they'll beat us just before I have to go, yeah. Nuno, in his last 2 games against us, by the way, has our number. He took 4 points out of 6 against us last season. I think he beat us at Anfield and 1-1 draw at Forest, which we had to get back into the game. I think West Ham beat us comfortably. I'll even give you a score prediction. I feel like it'll be 3-1 West Ham. And Sunderland, a game which me and Mons are going to, I even think they beat us, bro. You've seen how Sunderland have been moving.
Oh, you got Liverpool together? Liverpool? You going there?
Yeah, we're going to the Sunderland game still. But, bro, I actually believe, though, Slot won't even last the Sunderland game. I think after we get embarrassed against West Ham, I think they'll pull the plug. That
West Ham game's at home, innit?
No, it's at their place, bro.
It's Westfield and that. Westfield sides, yeah? Broski.
Yeah.
Jermaine, we're local, you know, so we might as well go buck AGT again, because I was with AGT today. I was with him today, and I'm telling you people, this guy was looking like a man that just got slapped in the face, bro. Yeah? I went up to him, I said, bro, what, everything good? I said, everything good, man. I said, what? You know, you're getting your Jamaican food at home and that. You know, everyone knows his missus is Jamaican and whatnot. I said, you like a bit of food. You know what I'm saying? But you get your Jamaican food at home, that's keeping you happy. That's the only time he was laughing and smiling. But when I mentioned about Liverpool, what's going on? He just looked at me, bro. You know what I mean? And I was there. Yeah. I was there. I was in the dark. Ask Jermaine, broski. I was in the dark, not knowing where the next win is coming from, bro. Yeah, I was going to trick bombs. I was going Anfield away when Mudryk made his debut, not knowing who's gonna score. Right, I was going to flipping what was it? Fulham. I remember I went to the Fulham game as well. We lost that game, bro. Yeah, I remember going to what other games did I go to in that season, bro? Everton. I remember Everton. Man, like Sims came on and wins them the game. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like I was there with you, man. So I understand. But guess what, though? I'm happy that this has happened to you, Mons, because I'm coming to you now. Yeah, I'm coming to you now.
Just before I cut, yeah. Just before I cut, yeah. Like, there's obviously rival fans are going to do what rival fans do. Liverpool, they're not even making top 4, top 5. As it stands with this manager, like I said, I think he gets sacked Sunday evening, Monday morning, whatever you want to call it. But you can't tell me Salah that's off the back of an all-time season, Gakpo that's off the, and I'm not even Gakpo's biggest fan, but Gakpo that's just had his best return last season, a midfield three that won us the league, Virgil that having one of his better seasons. I know obviously we had Trent and Diaz and other players, but you can't tell me overnight these players are just all of a sudden bad. Wirtz, that was one of the most sought after players in Europe. Ekitike being one of the most sought after strikers. Isak being after Haaland the best striker in the league. You can't tell me these players have just been bad overnight. That's why I'm not. Listen, Slot is mainly to blame. He is mainly to blame, and it took me a while. Mons was trying to tell me this weeks ago, but he is mainly to blame because I do think the players have to hold corner as well. Like Mons was saying, I didn't even see that fourth goal, but Verge just jogging back in your captain. That is disgraceful. But I'm sorry when all of these, if it was one or two players playing bad, but the rest of the team are playing well, then that's more of an individual problem. But when all of these talented players, because rivals can make their laughs and jokes, you can't tell us our team is bad, bro. We do not have bad players. But from when the whole team's playing like this, it's on the manager, bro. He does have to cut. He does have to cut.
Big up, man. Big up. Romz, I know you got to cut in it. So everyone, listen, make sure that you lot are following Romz. Have you got anything coming up, bro?
We've just dropped something on the Football Verbal channel, so that's dropping. And yeah, bro, every Wednesday, obviously follow the TikToks and the Insta and whatnot. We're pushing out content there, but not much from me, bro. But yeah, big up. But Don, you know, you already get to you and Monster get to speak much. So on my way to Ball, I'll obviously lock in and see what you two have to say.
Yeah, man.
But big up the chat and everything as always.
Big up, man. Big up. Listen, make sure that you lot are following Football Verbal and obviously Romz as well. Like I said, Romz is a troll on Twitter, but I'm a troll as well. I'll be honest, people. Like, I love it. You know what I mean? Go back to my tweets even before I had a platform. I was always on there trolling people, blood. You know what I'm saying?
Big up.
What? Big up, man. What happened yesterday before we go through Arsenal in a sec? Because Arsenal definitely deserved to be spoken about because I thought they were very good in the second half. And right now they're looking like the best team in Europe. Let me even put you at the bottom, bro. Yeah,
they are the best team in Europe, in my opinion, right now. It is what it is. And it's okay to say that. We are in basically December now. So, like, if you're the best team in Europe, you're the best team in Europe. It is what it is. Like, there's no conversation to be had about that. I think Bayern Munich, it was between them and Bayern Munich, and they ironically had to play against each other. So,
I thought it was Chelsea.
Wait, who even put us up there best in Europe right now? We're the champions of the world right now, and I ain't changing for 4 years.
Now, you're always saying that. You've always told me, bro, like, that you're better than us.
Go listen to this. I said Bayern were the best.
Yeah, I'm not gonna start. Yeah, because it's gonna start again.
Honestly,
Liverpool bun.
Hold on today, man. Take time. Yeah, take time.
Liverpool bun.
You can talk Arsenal up in a second. Relax. Yeah, tranquilo. Go on, man.
Liverpool, we're buns, innit? Like, we're buns. It is what it is. Like, there's no conversations to be had about it. Like, well, there is conversations to be had about it, but we're buns. Like, we don't attack well. We isolate. We don't even isolate teams in the better in the situations. And the times we do isolate in 3v2s, breakaways, we don't make the most of it. Ekitike is just trying to shoot from 25 yards all the time because he's angry that he got benched for no good reason when he was by night and day our best attacker. Isak touches the ball 8 times when he plays, and we expect after spending over 120 million for him. Salah is come on, like, we know Salah's declining massively. But we're not doing Salah or Gakpo any favors by just having them stand in front of 2 defenders with no overlap. How can you have inside, like, Salah's one-dimensional, Cody's one-dimensional. Whether you man think they're good or not, it's a different conversation. But if you have one-dimensional wingers, why are there no overlaps? And that goes down to the.
Why is everything so narrow of you, man? Bare like inverted,
brother. We've got 4 rock and roll fullbacks. Punk rock. I'm just a teenager. Like, do you get it? Like, I'm talking proper rock and roll youths in the garage, rock and roll fullbacks, bro. Why are we inverting them? Why would you want to invert, guys? Like, if Conor Bradley has to invert, he's going to get a nosebleed. I'll be honest. Every time Frimpong has to invert, Kirk has got ADHD, and if Frimpong has to invert, he's going to get a headache. You get it? He's going to get a migraine, bro. That's what it is. McAllister, he's got an iron deficiency. Let's just call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's just call it what it is.
He does look a bit hungry this season, though. He does look a bit hungry.
What it is.
That's a good way out.
And I done said Konate's just never been that good, anyways. Like Konate is overrated. I don't know how much you've watched on my content recently.
Nah. You've been saying this. You've been saying this. I've been saying the same. Though. I feel the same about him.
Like, and there's nothing wrong with Konate being like, he's a good defender. He's just not a great defender, and I think that's okay. But a lot of people can't accept that. He's a good defender with very good days. And that's cool. But a good defender doesn't have 10 out of 10s, then 1 out of 10s. A great defender doesn't have 1s and 2s and then 10s. You can't go like that. You have to be
consistent. Yeah.
Have to be consistent. I'd rather 7.
He's another one that's had injury problems like Fofana, bro.
Exactly. And with all of that, and with all of that said, I'm thinking like, with a defender like that, you maybe compare him to like someone like Joe Matip. Joe Matip's best games, I don't even think were as good as Konate's. Like, I've seen Konate do 10 out of 10 in the Champions League final. But Matip was just 7-8s consistently across the board. Almost.
You'd rather that than like 2 out of 10. Yeah.
Right, I'd rather that. And what's worse, Verge is doing this. Verge is having to engage a lot more now that there's no, because let's be honest, we play bagel ball. There's no midfield. There's no midfield. So there's no defense. It reminds me of the season Fabinho lost his legs. When Fabinho lost his legs, like I've only ever seen Van Dijk look like this for 7 games in a row plus once. And that was when we bought Nunes, Fabinho's legs went. And then, remember, and instead of Konate being the meme, it was Gomez. Remember, Gomez was the meme. I don't know if you guys remember that we finished 5th that year. It's a very similar time where there's no defense in front of the back 4. And the centre backs are exposed, and this is why I do give Arteta the credit, and even Maresca a part of that also, because they've got the steel in front of them, they've got the Rice, they've got the Caicedo in front of them, and even though I think that Gravenberch is up there with them, especially last year was up there with them, he's for me the worst out of those 3 defensively.
He's more of an 8 for me though. Like, he's always been. He did a very good job last year.
He's a hybrid. He's a hybrid. But he came out and said the managers allowed me and told me to go forward. Yeah. So for me, when I'm hearing all of that, how can you have 1-6, like 1-6 in Gravenberch, 6 that's 8, and then you're giving him the license to go forward, and McAllister's falling off of a cliff in front of your eyes? I don't understand it.
Yeah, like, why that dynamic's weird. Your that's what I'm saying. Like, the structure of your team, it's just it's all over the place, bro. And one thing I said about Slot last year that impressed me, right, was like he reminded me a lot of what I was seeing from Maresca. The in-game management, the subs, the lineups, like how you wanted to play, possession style football. It wasn't rock and roll like Poch and Klopp. I don't know what's happened to this guy, bro. Like he's looking more. It's true. He's looking more and more like a baldy. Yeah, he looks bald. There's bald and then there's bald. Yeah, he looks like a bald chicken. When you look at a bull chicken, bro, that's what his head looks like. It's so shiny. And then right now, because he's losing these games, when you just see his face, bro, I'm in group chats with Liverpool fans, bro. They get mad every time that I get this baldy out of here, bro. Yeah. Wilson Fisk is back. I was calling him Wilson Fisk before months. I stopped. Yeah. Wilson Fisk is back, broski. You know what I mean? You want him out of here, innit?
I want him gone. I was one of the earlier ones to want him gone. As I said, like, there's been a lot of civil war-ish stuff in the fan base. Yeah, I don't even really want to go into it even. I can't be asked to give it more airtime, but it's funny because all the ones that were given this elitist mentality about wanting back in the lads, like all of that fucking bullshit. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Give it Gerard. Give it Gerard. Give it Gerard. Give it Gerard.
No. We're not giving it Gerard. No interim for me. Let him stay. Let him stay.
They should give it to Gerard, bro. I think they should give it to Gerard, bro.
Even far away from my club. Nope. Far away.
Hey, I heard him say something yesterday. Yeah, he said something. He was angry. I can't remember exactly what it was, so I'm just paraphrasing. He said something along the lines of like, he mentioned all the players like Kirkes and that. He was like, these are not Liverpool level. That's what he said, bro. And they just looked at him. The camera faced him, and you could see how angry he was, bro. You know what I mean?
He's fuming, and listen, it's on live TV. I think Gerard's probably slot out. The players are slot out. Gerrard might say it to camera this lot. I believe anyone that's watching knows you can't be at a club like this and have this type of run. You just can't. And it's not even like, oh, it's just the tactics. The management's looking spooky. Like Rio can't get a game when we're 5-1 up, but you're dashing them on when we're 2-0 down against City, 2-0 down against Forest, and 3-0 down against when we was losing against Brentford or something. Do you know what I'm saying?
The funny thing is, Rio's even from our bits. Me and Jermaine, bro. He's from our bits, bro. I don't understand that because he's actually, you can see physically he's growing. Like, you know what I mean? Big pulls on that, like that. You can clearly see that he like the left hand side. It's not like you've got so many options there, Mons. There's hardly anything, so you might as well you're not going to lose anything. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And in yesterday's game, if you looked at how stretched the game was, it was the perfect game for someone like Rio. Even if he's got 20 minutes, I'm not saying start him, but it was the perfect game to be for someone who can go both sides. Which Gakpo, again, I always say Gakpo wouldn't go around the outside even if his house was on fire. He wouldn't do it. He just wouldn't do it, bro. He's just so and there's nothing wrong with being one-dimensional. But once someone figures you out, you either need an overlap or you need to change up your game. He doesn't use the overlap when it comes because we have underlapping fullbacks. It doesn't make sense. How do you have underlapping fullbacks? How do you have underlapping fullbacks when? How do you have underlapping fullbacks when you have a when you have centre midfielders who are then now in the box? They're not covering in the box. It doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, man.
It's a mess. It's a mess, man. Honestly, when I've been watching you lot this season, I'm like, yeah, this is a mess, man. What are you saying, Jermaine? Do you think these men would make top 5, bruv?
Who, Liverpool?
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually don't know for Liverpool right now. Like, it's come to the point where I don't even know if you're looking at league positions right now. But yeah, they'll probably get dragged into the top 4 race second half of the season and try to get champs. I don't know if they'll do it, but they could, because there's all other, like, the teams that are coming that are trying to get top 4, they're going to be consistent as well. So there is a spot available.
The manager, I don't know.
In terms of title, dead and buried. They'll dead and buried in October. As soon as they lost 3 games in a row, that was the end of it. But now, man, respect Liverpool because they won it last season, and
What do you think they needed? What do you think they need in January, Jermaine? For you, like, what do you think they need, man?
Need Jesus.
Well, they've got a squad that can come top 4. So January, I don't know. You might want to get a left wing, but what's the point?
Probably will just because of our quality, like you said. But realistically, this manager's a baddie, innit? His manager's a bad B, bro. He don't care. He's just got his own things at mind, and he's just got to go in it. Like, I appreciate him, and it's sad to see that it didn't work out. But brother, this is a cutthroat business, man. Get out of my cup. He's got to get out of my cup immediately, innit?
You see what it is, though, people. When you have that feeling, when you've had it up to here, when you can see the manager making the same mistakes, bro. It's you just know when you know, innit, Mons. And for me, I had that feeling with Poch. I remember when I said get him out of it, was when we lost to Wolves, right? We lost to Newcastle the same week by 4 goals, and we lost to Wolves, I think, by 4 goals in that game as well, I think it was 4, was it 3 or 4? I can't remember. Your hat trick, yes, right? That's when I said get him the hell out of here. Like, I've had enough. Because me, I don't like to just say sack this guy. I'll give it a bit of time. I'll say, okay, let him change things up. He wasn't changing nothing, bro. And it's the same thing as Klopp. You know, he hasn't got like a lot of credit like Klopp anyway. You know what I mean? I know he got you number 20 and whatnot, but bro, he's on thin ice right now. He's on thin ice right now, broski. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
It's thin ice.
Well, yeah, in the eyes of the board, yeah, he's on thin ice. Me, that ice done been crumbled. He's been done since Palace 3-0 at Anfield. We've conceded 7 goals at home at Anfield, back to back against Forest and PSV.
Mad thing.
Like, as I said, like, bro, Galacta-hoes, we the Galacta-hoes, bro. We're not Galacta-goes no more.
Boy,
we're the laughing stock of Europe in terms of the bigger teams, like out of us, man, all us, man, and already, like, you know what I'm saying, the Barcelona, the Madrids, the Bayerns, all of these guys. Yeah, we're the laughing stock right now. That's what it is.
100%, bro.
I'm beefing Tottenham and United, bro. It stinks, man. It stinks, bro. Always, they're all trying to fucking chat to me and touch, man, and just have conversation.
It's nasty, innit? It's nasty,
bro. It's nasty, bro. I hate it.
Now listen, bro. Yeah, hey, now big yourself up, man, because I know you've got a show coming up. But before you cut, bro, I want to get your take on obviously Arsenal last night. I will hop on in the set once. I'll redirect after.
Yeah, whenever you can.
We'll finish up. But yeah, listen, we got to talk about Arsenal, man, because that was an impressive W. Obviously they didn't get the clean sheet, of course, but that second half, what done it for me once was their squad. Their squad won them the game, bro. What did you think of their performance?
First half, I think, was actually quite close, quite even. It was more the second half for me where I think they gassed out a little bit. And then when I thought the game could probably go to a draw, because I had to watch most of it back, is that I think the mistake from Neuer just killed them. Like you saw every player was in the Arsenal half, swinging it around the box, Arsenal defending it well as they do. One counter, game's done. I think that game easily could have ended 2-2 with the quality that Bayern have. But again, that's why Martinelli, redemption season. You know what I'm saying? Redemption season. I think Noni, redemption, innit? You get all these guys who people were laughing at. They're getting more space in Europe and it's working a treat. And that's just credit to the manager, man. And not having Gabriel. People talking about no Musiala, no Gabriel. These men didn't. Sorry, no Musiala, no Luis Diaz. These men didn't have Gabriel or Odegaard. Well, I know you come on, but like, you get it? Like, there's Arsenal are missing players.
They had Marino up top themselves. Yeah. It's true. It's true, bro. I thought they were good, man. I thought they were good. How about you, Jermaine, man? What impressed you the most about your performance, would you say?
Yesterday. I just think it was good all around, man. I feel like we were defensively sound. I know MLS got into a couple sticky positions, but I just think we were good all around, man. I think Rice was on top of his game. So Bimendi had a great game. Eze in that hole, when we play 4-2-3-1, oh, go on, man. Love.
Big up, Benjamin. Big up.
I'll be on the set once, innit? I'll redirect as well.
Take it.
Bro. Go on, Jermaine. Carry on, bro.
Yeah, man. One fucking Eze's in that hole in front of Zubi and Rice. I just feel like we get the best out of him, man. He's an impact 10. He's not going to control the midfield like Odegaard, but he does make an impact. Touches around the box, being a threat for goal. That's one thing he gives us that Odegaard doesn't. A threat at goal. Yeah, so obviously Saka, standard good performance. Who was left wing? Trossard was doing well before he came off. And Marino, man, I got to give it to him, man. I've been one of his biggest critics, but he's been turning up for us, man. But, bro, you know what it is, yeah? We keep winning, so when it's time to dissect what actually happened, it's the same stuff.
You see what I'm saying, people? You see what I'm saying? These men need to be humbled, man.
Wait, no, you need to be humbled.
I'll put Rice in the thumbnail. Listen, end of the day, right? People like Femi and I think this guy's shit. What I've been consistent about Rice, bro. Rice is not an attacking midfielder. I kept saying this, bro. He's not an attacking midfielder. He never has been. He never will, right? I've watched this guy when he was playing for West Ham in the 21s at Upton Park. I was watching him playing centre-back for the reserves and whatnot, yeah? Even for the 18s and that, yeah? So I've seen his career, bro, right? He is best in a pivot. That is the best Declan Rice, where you play him next to like a Zubimendi, who's more progressive, and you let Rice have the license to go up a little bit more. So it's no surprise that he's now, influencing games more because he's in his natural position. All this thing of playing him in the left little pocket like Xhaka and then getting the goal, getting an odd assist and whatnot. It's like, okay, yeah, you contribute with the goal, but over 90 minutes, I'm not seeing you in the game.
But this was always going to happen, though. Rice was only playing LCM short term, and I kept telling you that.
Yeah, but bro, we listen. Right? Arteta played him there for a while, bro. It was ages. Because don't forget, he started him off in the 6, and then he moved him. When he realized he can't do the build-up thing, he moved him, bro.
Well, you can have that perspective, but at the end of the day, a manager's always going to rotate a player. He's always going to get games in different positions. But predominantly, his place on the Arsenal side was going to be LCM due to having.
Yeah, but can you agree that he looks better in the pivot, though? That's his best position.
Of course he does. But this was always going to happen. And he was already giving us good performances whilst playing there. But it was just a case of filling in temporarily until the time was right, which is now come. And now we're seeing him in the double pivot, which is why. But no, it's still not good enough, though, because you still think Enzo's better than Rice.
I think Enzo's a better 8, yeah. I don't think he's a better DM. I think Enzo's actually an attacking midfielder. I don't think Rice is an attacking midfielder.
But 8 isn't an attacking midfielder.
Bro, an 8, well, for us anyway, most of the time, yeah, but bro, people say this. People look at 8s differently. 8, like for us, Enzo spends most of the time attacking. And then you see him coming back, depending on the game. When we're playing these teams that just want to sit back, he's attacking most of the time, bro. He's an attacking midfielder.
You know, when it comes to players such as, let's say you want to compare Aaron Wan-Bissaka and you want to compare him to prime Walker. Or actually, let me give you a different comparison.
Wan-Bissaka.
Let me give you a different comparison, isn't it? It's like comparing Wan-Bissaka to Trent and saying, oh, one's better at defending, one's better at attacking, one's better at this, one's better at that. But at the end of the day, Trent's the better right back. You can do what you want about Enzo and bring up whatever chart you want to bring up and bring up whatever KPIs you want to bring up.
You're right.
But at the end of the day, Rice is better than Enzo.
Bro, Rice is a better DM. Enzo's a better box to box. That's what it is for me, bro.
You know what I mean? He's a better 8. Rice is better than him.
Rice is a better DM. Rice and Enzo are different profiles, bro. And last season, when they both played in the 8, yeah, Enzo outperformed that brother. Yeah. Enzo outperformed that brother. But Rice for me wasn't even your best midfielder last season. Don't let them free kicks whoop your mind. I don't think he's your best midfielder last season.
Listen. You Chelsea fans, majority of you do Rice versus Caicedo. Rice came out yesterday and said we do Caicedo versus Rice, yeah? Rice came out after the game yesterday and said Caicedo's predominantly a 6, whereas he sees himself more for box-to-box 8. Yes, the reason why we don't compare Rice to Enzo is because there's no point. Like, there's nothing to be said.
This is why you don't compare him.
We entertain the Caicedo argument because we can admit as Arsenal fans that Caicedo is a good player. So we respond to it. And that's the only reason.
This is why you don't want to
type of player. But Rice
let's stop this bullshit.
What the truth is, what the truth is, Rice is better than all your midfielders. That's the truth.
Broski, let's stop this bullshit right now. The reason why you lot don't want to compare Rice to Enzo is because Enzo is actually Enzo was playing in the same position as Rice last season, and he outperformed him, right? For me, last season, after Caicedo, Enzo was our best midfielder. Palmer was not our best midfielder after Caicedo. It was Enzo, bro. For me, he was top 3. Only Caicedo and Cuckoo were better than this guy. He had a slow start to the season. He grew into his role. He came back after being benched, and he was brilliant for us, bro, most of last season. And you can even see GNA from open play since last season. He's sitting at the top, right? That is why you don't want to compare him. That is why you, man, don't bring Rice to Enzo, because you know that the numbers, he outperforms him when it comes to that, bro. That's what it is for you, man.
If it's good for you, what does that mean in terms of their comparisons to Arsenal players? It means absolutely nothing, because at the end of the day, the season we had last season, which included the most long-term injuries, we sat top 2 comfortably, bro. You went on the craziest run just to scrape top 4. We're not in the same conversations. So when you keep comparing your players to our players, it's pointless because you're going to lose every time. Last week, after 10 Premier League games played, you said, Chelsea have more goals than Arsenal. Bro, there's no point doing that week by week thing, because look, now we have more goals than you. But at the end of the day, we're going to outscore.
My week thing, broski. This is from last
season. At the end of the day, these things that you by the week or by the this or anything that suits your purpose. Why are we 7 unbeaten against you? And why do we always come above you?
We're talking about 2 individuals, and you're talking about the team again. Are you okay, bro? I think you're drunk.
Because I think why am I going to entertain Enzo Fernandez versus Declan Rice?
Broski, listen. You can choose not to entertain it whether you like it or not. But the facts remain. Enzo had a better season than Rice last season, right? And as it stands, since last season, he has more GNA from open play than
Wait, you're saying on the record.
And so far this season, they're both sitting on 5 GA, but Rice, we know most of Rice's GA has come from corners this season. We know that. We know that. I'm not saying corners aren't part of the game, but I'm talking about what they're doing in open play. And in open play, he is the more effective 8.
You know what it is, yeah?
I'll be the more effective 8, bro.
You're lucky your mic's louder than mine. That's
your mic's loud, bro. The people can hear you. People can hear you, bro. Yeah.
You can't.
Let's finish up. Let's finish up anyway. Let's finish up, man, because I want to go watch that Strasbourg game, and I'm gonna go on Big Six Fans for a bit as well, people. But listen, we've still got nearly 300 people here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just respond to what you're saying. You can't say that had a better season than Rice last season, bro.
But he did. I don't think, bro. Rice was shit for half of your season. He grew into the season in the second half. Enzo had a poor start. I admit that. But after your game, because remember, don't forget, Enzo didn't start against you, man, at the Bridge last year. He came on, he got the assist for Neto's banger, right? And then obviously after that, he grew into it. I remember over that Christmas period, he was falling out, bro.
Anything. What kind of assist is that?
Listen, I'm not saying it was an amazing assist, but I'm saying he came on, and that was the start of him actually staying in the team, because he got dropped.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Then you'll use that assist as part of your metrics and say, this is the reason that Enzo's better than Rice. You're fooling yourself.
No, it's not just that. I can give you many examples of, bro, Him and Palmer last season got 7 assists, and they should have had a lot more. You know how many chances we kept missing last year? I kept telling you week after week. I literally told you Marino's a better striker than Jackson. I told you this, did I not? If we had Marino last season, we finish above you. Do you know that? You know that, chance after chance, right? But that's for another show anyway, because we've been in there for a long time and the people have had a good show. Yeah, run up the likes like Dems has said as well, people. Make sure that you lot are following Jermaine on Twitter, man. Let them know your Twitter is Jermaine, man. It's in disbelief. Let me even put his Twitter here, people. So you man can follow this guy, man. I keep telling him, make a YouTube, yeah? Make a YouTube, and it's just here, just there, you know, kerfuffling and whatnot, bro. This is his Twitter right here. So make sure that you lot are following him on Twitter. Next week, we will be back, yeah? We will be, actually, no. When's the next Champions League game? Let me check. When is it, Jermaine? 2 weeks, innit?
Yeah, I'm going to that game. Fuck.
Yeah, 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, we'll be back. We'll be back, people. We'll be back, man. But big up everyone that's still here. Big up TTM, as always. Big up Pear, as always. Big up Repart, as always, my bro. Big up HM. Great show, as always, bro. We had serious numbers today, man. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do, people, now, I'm about to redirect to Big Six Bands. So make sure that you lot go in there and put a little slotted. This is what I want you lot to do, yeah. Put this in there, slotted like this. You know what I'm saying, people? But yeah, I'll be on there for a bit, but I'll have the game on in the back as well because I want to watch the Strasbourg Palace game, man. In a bit, people. Love.